Hi from Zoans. Today we're going to talk about how to create your own trance drum kit. First of all, what is the difference between using, for example, if you open up a studio, you have a template, so you have a kick here, clap, hi-hat, snare, and what is the difference using in FPC? So we are talking about FPC and how to use it. Basically, the difference is that with FPC, it's more easy, it's more suitable, and for example, to the note C3, I can there is a kick, okay. So for example, if we see here, note C, we have a kick. Note D, we have a snare. Okay, note F sharp, we have a closed hat. Okay, so we have many controls. First of all, so I take, for example, my kit, the same kit I have used on C Spirit. Okay, so we have a kick, a snare, and for example, these are the pads, and on each pad you can put a sound. For example, here I have a kick, here I have a snare, here I have a drum. Okay, and you can drag a sample from your library, from here. So for example, if you want to add a sound, I take this one for example, I can drag here. Okay, then I can show the note. So for example, if I choose B2, okay, and we have some controls. We have the envelope, very useful. So for example, we can make this cake shorter. Okay, in this way we can change the pitch, the panning, the volume, and also we can make a layer. So for example, I want to layer this kick with this one. I drag this one here, and this all two kick sounds together. So I have a layer. And then I have also the volume control and the panning control and the pitch control of the whole layer. Another useful thing is mute button. Okay, so when I play on my keyboard, it doesn't sound. A solo button. So for example, I want to mute all the other. And the scale volume, if for example, if you press hard on your keyboard, the sound is louder. If you press more soft, okay, now I have this kind of velocity curve, so I'm going to change it in order to, okay, so soft. This is velocity essentially. And also, if you want, you can disable in order the volume doesn't depend from velocity. So if you deactivate this button, the velocity is the same. So if I press soft or if I press harder on my keyboard, but I usually let this activate. Also, if you want, you can, for example, from the velocity 0 to the velocity 40, for example, I have a kick, and from a velocity 40 to velocity 100, I have the other kick. So for example, if I play softer on my keyboard, I have this kick, and if I play harder, you can hear the sound change. Okay, I don't use this feature because in trance music or dance or EDM, you don't use this kind of variation. So this is useful for acoustic drum. Okay, so you have the recording of the real drum when a snare is played softer. Also the sound have less high frequencies. When you play the snare harder, the sound is more hard, so it's more you have more high frequencies. Okay, and this is an acoustic thing. Okay, but in trance music or EDM or dance music or progressive house, okay, you don't use this feature. Okay, you want the same sound. Eventually, you can use another kind of control that change the cutoff. So, for example, if you play harder on your keyboard, you have a open sound, but if you play softer, you have the cutoff. So, in order the high frequencies are cut out. Okay, but I prefer always to don't use this method, but I prefer to automate the cutoff eventually with an automation. Okay, so this is basic pad. Also, we can delete. If I click this, I can delete it. Okay, I can also put the sound from here. Clicking here, I can open this window. I can listen all the sounds in the folder, and then I can show. So, for example, I go and change. I want this sound. Okay, click twice, and I have this track here. Okay. Then another important thing about FPC and about drum is to use this feature cut by. So this is very helpful to prevent when you, for example, you have the same drum sound that is repeated. So, for example, I create this. Okay, this clap. I have this clap. Okay, so here starts a kind of robotic sound because the wave, essentially the tail of the clap is together with the attack of the upcoming clap. So if I use this feature, I have different sound. Okay, here is more noticeable. Okay, without cut by. With cut by. Also, this kind of effect can be used in some kind of music. When you, for example, if I increase also the tempo, okay, I have a frequency. We have a note. Okay, so also this feature is useful when you use, for example, the hi-hat, and useful to stop a sound from another. So, for example, I have a open hat here, and here I have closed hat. So, if I press open hat, okay, there is a tail. After I press closed hat, so I press before open hat and then closed hat. Okay, you can hear. Now I play. I'm playing closed hat very soft in order you can hear this kind of thing. So open hat as a tail. If I press, then after open hat, I press closed hat. Okay. The sound of open hat is stopped. Okay. This is very helpful. For example, if I create this kind of loop. Okay. If I put a close at the open hat is stop. Okay. If I don't want to cut out the open hat, I can reset. I can click to the scroll. So in order there is a no number here, or I can choose a different number, so not 9 but another, for example 8, if I want to cut out the open out from another sound, or reset basically. So this is without this feature cut by and with. Okay, you can hear without the tail. I have a tail of open hat, and with I don't have. I have no more tail. And in Spirit, I have used this feature, but in a special. So I take a Spirit. So the whole track, I have used this feature. So for example, here or here, but here I have not used this feature. So because this kind of thing is not cannot be automated, I have used another pad when I have put the same open hat sound, but the difference is this one I have the option cut by. So the hat is cut out by itself and also from the closed hat. This one is cut out just but itself. Okay, so if I choose this note, I have the open hat that is cut out. The tail is cut out. With this one, I have the tail. So with tail, without tail. Okay, and this depends about what you need. You have to choose in the mixer track where do you want all these sounds. So for example, I have a kick. The out is 2. Okay, obviously the out here is 2, but here is the 3 because I have set this target mixer track to 1. Okay, if I set to 0, so in this way, the kick is here. So we have the kick. Let's zoom it. The kick. I reset my previous velocity settings in order it's not necessary I press hard on my keyboard to obtain louder sounds. Also because through the camera microphone you hear the sound of my keyboard. So this is the sound of my keyboard. So I prefer to set the kind of velocity curve. So we have a kick, we have a snare, the other snare. Also we have some tones. Okay, and you can change all these outputs. On the Spirit, obviously, I have the effects for each drum sound. So for example, on the kick, I have these kind of effects, and I have said before. Okay, so this is the kick of the Spirit. Then we have the snare. You can save, so the state of the mixer track. Right click here, file, and save mixer track state as. You can open mixer track and you have the folder with all the mixer tracks you have saved, and also you can browse from here. Okay, so the snare here. The other snare I don't use it. Then we have the clap. When you save the FPC in this mode with the mixer track, you have obviously to reload all the. For example, if I wanted to use this Sea Spirit drum kit on another of my music, on my track, I have to reload all the mixer track state also. But there is another way, another quick way, and you can use Fruity Patcher. Okay, so let's load FPC into Fruity Patcher. So replace, open Fruity Patcher. Now add plugin, and I choose FPC. Click twice, right click, and Sea Spirit B. Okay, this is the kit. Obviously, I have no sound because I have to activate all the outputs I need. So right click, you can click on activate all, and also you can notice when you play your note, for example, I play a kick, you can notice here this circle moves. Okay, so this tell me, hey, the sound you are playing on is this. Okay, so it's very helpful this, and you can drag, and also you have to activate the mixer kick track. So right click, inputs, audio, trance kick. Now I can drag from here to here, and I have my kick sound. The cool thing you can do with Fruity Patcher is this. You can also add not just an instrument, but you also can add, for example, an effect, a reverb, like this, okay? And you can also save all the Fruity Patcher state, okay? So create a preset, and I've made this with some other kind of trance kit. For example, I open now another Fruity Patcher in order I show you. So I have a preset here, FPC Trance 1. And now I have loaded this preset that contains all these settings. So I have a parametric EQ2, Fruity Convolvers. So for example, I have a kick. Also, when you play your corresponding note, you can see here the arrow that moves, and I have this equalizer on this kick. Here I have a clap, so you can see when I play my clap, the arrow moves. All these Fruity balance just allow me to spread these lines in order I don't make confusion, okay? This is the only function of using Fruity balance here. And for this clap, I have the parametric EQ2. So this is very helpful when you think to create an FPC kit. and you put some effort. You want to use another project, okay? It's better to create using Pretty Patcher. And if I want to, for example, I want to create the same Sia Spirit kit, but with Pretty Patcher and the effect for each sound. So basically, I want to convert in order when I open my kit, I also open all the effect in one time. Okay. Actually, there isn't an option that make this kind of conversion in a fast way, because I can't load a mixer track state into Fruity Patcher. So the thing you have to do, so first of all, using some Fruity Balance, okay, because we don't want to make confusion, okay, so load some Fruity Balance here. Then, for example, we have the kick, so I just put the ones that are activated. So we have a kick, so parameter Q2, then and basically you use this feature. You click on Save Present As and drag into Fruity Patcher. So Trance and Processor, you click and drag here. It's very simple. Okay. Then we have Maximus, the same thing. And you have to do the same process for the whole drum sounds. Okay. So I have here the kick. Oh, obviously, I have when you make this kind of you can call it conversion, you have to reset your mixer track state. Okay. The only thing you want to keep maybe is the volume. So if you set, for example, a volume that is different from 80%, so in this case the volume is 69%. So I want to keep this value. So I can copy, then right click, reset selected track to default. So in this way, I basically unload all the effects and then paste the value I copied before. So here I have a kick. Okay. I also recommend even if you save all this preset with all this kind of effects. So I recommend don't use the same sounds to each of your tracks because if a kit sounds good with a track, it doesn't mean that this kit with these effects in this way sounds good to another of your track. Okay, so keep in mind this. The only thing that is the Fruity Patcher doesn't have is this lot, this kind of this lot that allow me to, for example, I have an EQ and then I have a chorus, and with scroll is very easy because I can change the order of this effect. With Fruity Patcher, you can't do this. You have, for example, if you want to have this EQ before the FabFilter Pro, so I have to unlink this and then link in this way. So we have some good things using 3D Patcher, and we have also some things that are not very good. Okay, so I hope in future versions of FL Studio they make something like you can load, for example, a slot um, where you can put, for example, 10 effects that you can easily change the order of these effects. Obviously, Pretty Patcher is very helpful to make parallel effects. So, for example, you want the sound goes from Maximus to Pretty Parametric Q, and also from Maximus to Fat Filter Pro, and then the sound you put the two sounds together, and this is affecting the sound in a parallel mode. So I hope to be helpful with this video. Let me know what you think. Give me a comment below. Share this video with your friends. And if you want me to make more videos like this, consider you can support me to PayPal donation. You can find the link in the description of this video. Maybe in the next weeks, I hope to start my Patreon page, so also you can find you can support me in that way. Now I have to organize all things, so stay tuned. For today, that's all, and we'll see you soon. Bye.